once-in-a-lifetime event. 100 years of Chicago Bears history. Legends. Hall of Famers. The largest gathering of Bears ever. All in one place. Alumni. Coaches. Current players. Fox 32 is here. The Bears 100th celebration kickoff. Live from the orange carpet. Starts now.
Yep, tonight is a celebration 100 years in the making. One of the NFL's founding franchises, the Chicago Bears, are having a party this weekend, and we are here for the opening. Hi, everyone, and welcome to the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois. I'm Lou Canellis, above the orange carpet inside the Convention Center. Lifelong Chicagoan, Bears fan since I was born, Bears season ticket holder since I was 4 years old, thanks to my godfather who left his season tickets in his will for me when the Bears were still playing at Wrigley Field. This is going to be a memorable night, a memorable weekend for Bears fans. The largest gathering of Chicago Bears ever. One place at the same time all weekend long, and we are here with you. Even Kyle Long said the other day, and remember, his father is Kyle Long, an NFL Pro Football Hall of Famer. He said, I will be in awe seeing all those great Bears being part of this organization. What a great, great night we have in store for you over the next hour. I will bring you interviews from some of the Hall of Famers, the 2019 Bears, and helping me out with the interviews on the orange carpet, Anthony Herron and Sierra Santos. Let's get it to Anthony.
Lou, the excitement here on the orange carpet, the word palpable can be a little bit overused, but I'll tell you, all the folks, all the fans who are lining the orange carpet, starting to see some of the Bears luminaries rolling down here, extremely excited about what's going to take place this evening. We got an hour live from the orange carpet for you. Already saw Coach Ditka strolling down, seeing some of the other luminaries, David Montgomery, the highest draft pick for the Bears this season. Just got to share a quick moment with him about his excitement for this coming season, but the legends that I grew up watching, rooting for as fans of the Chicago Bears organization. Folks, stay tuned. You're going to see every one of your favorite Bears players you could possibly hope for. But for now, let's send it over to the most fashionable member of the Chicago media who's here tonight, Sierra Santos.
Well, I don't know about that, Anthony. We've all seen your orange socks, and how incredible it is to be part of such a huge historical weekend. Some 10,000 fans are expected here every single day. And get this, there has been ticket buyers from all 50 states and 7 different countries. I got a sneak peek of the venue yesterday, and I really got a sense of just how big this event is. The venue is huge. There is so much they have to offer. It's going to be an exciting night, and we'll have all the exclusive interviews for you right here on Fox 32. And I believe that Lou Canellis already has somebody in the seat.
I sure do, and I'll tell you what a perfect guest to start off our coverage, because this is Mr. Bear.
What the heck?
Coach Mike Ditka joining us. How you feeling?
I'm still here.
I was going to say, you had a little bit of a scare 7 months ago. Are you feeling better?
Well, I got a bunch of mechanical parts in my body, but I'm feeling good. Yeah.
You look good.
I feel good, yeah.
I thought that you were going to cut the cigars out of the life.
No, I'm not. Is it lit?
It's not lit.
All I do is do this.
You're just chewing on it.
Chew on it.
How's the golf game, by the way?
The golf game, it has a lot of room for improvement, but I love it. I play.
Short game still? I know the short game has been pretty good lately.
It doesn't matter, Lou. At my age, I play. When you can
just
play,
to get out there.
That's it. That's all that matters.
All right, tell me, what does it mean to you, Coach? I mean, you won an NFL championship with this franchise as a player. You won a Super Bowl as a head coach. I know that you wanted to reach 80 years old, and it's coming up, and you're here for the 100-year celebration of this organization. How does it feel?
Well, I think you gotta, people don't remember, but I think back to 1961 when I was drafted by George Hallis, and I was drafted and came to Chicago. And in college, my senior year, I caught 12 passes. I was basically a linebacker defensive end. And I came here, and him and a guy named Luke Johnson says, "You're going to play tight end?" I said, "What the hell is tight end?" They made the position, they created the position, and I played it. And I had the benefit of what they designed, but also I had a quarterback named Bill Wade who loved to throw the football to me and Johnny Moore, so we had a lot of fun.
What would Coach Hallis say if he was part of the festivities tonight?
Well, I think he'd be very proud of what the organization has done through the years. I really do. You know, you got to understand when they started out. I mean, it was there's 6 teams or something, and he made this whole thing work. No one had a concept back then that this league could become what it is. You know, people understood baseball, but pro football. I mean, this is big business now.
Sure is. Coach, great to see you. You look great. I love seeing you. Say hi to Diana.
Thank you. She's back here somewhere. Okay,
all right, great. Coach Mike Ditka joining us here on the Orange Carpet Show. Now let's get it to Anthony Herron, who's standing by with a former Super Bowl Bear who played for Coach Ditka.
That's right. I've got the great Gary Fensick right here. We were just talking a moment ago off camera, Gary, about a lot of the different times you've gotten to get together with some of your old 85 Bears teammates and some of the other greats over the years, but tonight feels a little extra special for some reason, doesn't it?
Well, it definitely does, and you see the different eras. And, you know, I don't know a lot of the guys from Urlacher's era. I'm meeting Mike Brown for the first time. I'm a season ticket holder. I remember those games that he took back-to-back turnovers in overtime to win games. And so, yeah, you see some people and you go, wow, I remember, wow, you were part of, and we're all part of this huge 100-year fabric of not just the Bears, but the NFL.
And to have a full weekend where you can experience it with your former teammates, with other Bears, past and present, but then also the fans. What does that end up adding to it that the fans get to experience all this history with you?
Well, I'll tell you what, I drove up, and that is a long line outside. So I know that there are a lot of Bear fans, and, you know, it doesn't matter whether you're an old Bear or a current Bear, you really appreciate the fans. And it's not the easiest weather to come to games, and I know that now that I'm going to those games, but, you know, the appreciation, and, you know, you think of all the games that you play, and I'll never forget the NFC Championship game the year of '85 when Wilbur got the fumble and it started to snow, and you could just see, everybody knew, we're going to the Super Bowl. I hope to be in that position here in the next couple of years.
All-time great Gary Fensick here. Energy still abounding there. Let's send it back over to Lou. We'll come back with more from here on the Orange Carpet.
All right, Anthony, I'll tell you what. He and Doug Plank in that secondary, that was as good a twosome as I've ever seen in the NFL. Those were great days. All right, we need to take a timeout here on our Orange Carpet Show. Coming up, we'll have more of the Hall of Famers like Coach Ditka, some of the Super Bowl Bears like Gary Fensick, as we continue right here live from Rosemont on Fox 32 Chicago.
As a decades-long season ticket holder and somebody who's enthusiastic about the opening of training camp, happy birthday to the Bears.
Chicago Bears, Howie Mandel here, wishing you a happy 100th birthday. I wish I would have gotten them something. Mm-hmm. I forgot the date, and apparently I wasn't invited. But happy birthday, Bears. Go, the Bears.
Hi, this is Tom Dreesen. I grew up in Harvey, Illinois, and I was a Bear fan from the moment that I could hear. And I want to wish you a happy 100th birthday, and thank you for all the joy that you brought me through the years. Thank you very much, and especially 1985.
It's the Bears' 100th birthday this year. Is there any way you just want to say happy birthday to the Bears?
I mean, happy birthday to the Bears. Love those guys.
100 years.
Shuffling since '85.
Welcome back to the Rosemont Convention Center for the Bears 100 celebration, our orange carpet coverage. There's a live look. Fans waiting in line. And I am standing alongside a guy who made the Bears part of his life for 8 seasons. He's a friend of the family here on Fox 32, Alex Brown as well. you're kind of blown away by this whole experience, aren't you?
I am. This is really cool to be in such a. I already knew the organization was historic in the beginning, and then I tried to learn as much as I could about the organization. But now, 100 years is pretty impressive, So, and the same owners on it, it's pretty good.
Largest collection of Bears players together ever. Is there anyone that you've never met that's put on that Bears uniform you're excited to meet this weekend?
Met? I think I've met a lot of the guys. It's just seeing them again. I think that's what it is. So to actually get over and say hey to Coach Dicker, that'd be awesome. Because before I was a player, I was a fan. So I really, really enjoy those moments. So I actually have a football that I'm going to ask him to sign. So hopefully he signs it.
Coach Ditka will sign. He's in a good mood.
He is.
He was actually on with me first before you came aboard.
Good.
What did it mean to you to play for this organization?
Everything. It was awesome. I think when the Bears are good, the defense is good. And playing defense and trying to live up to what the 85 team did is just – it's insane, honestly, to think you can live up to something like that. But hopefully, as a collection of really good guys and really good players, I think we did our best, and we came pretty close as far as trying to hold up that legacy on the defensive side. So I'm happy to be a part of that. Played with some extremely talented players. So it was an honor for me because I know where I sit as far as how talented I am, and I think I played with a lot of guys that were way more talented than I am.
Honor for me to talk to you. Always one of the nicest Bears I've ever met, Alex Brun. I remember when he came out of Florida. Good to see you, and thanks for joining us.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Now let's get it over to Anthony Herron.
I'm with a man who is accustomed to directing traffic in the Bears defense, directing traffic on the orange carpet here, Danny Trevathan. You got some of your teammates rolling by right now. You saw Tariq Cohen. You're talking about how clean he looked, but he was rocking the shades. You got the glasses working right now. Are those actually prescription, or is this just the look you're going for?
Just the look, I can't get too much, just a little tint in them. So for the sun and the light, I got to have a little bit. But, it's all about, being yourself and having fun out here, meeting some new guys and getting that 100 years and going out here and executing your cause and having fun and doing something this year, man.
In a franchise like the Bears, in 100 seasons, the linebacker position has been synonymous with the organization. So on a night like tonight, does it give you an extra appreciation for how great it is to be a middle linebacker for the Bears?
Well, you hit it right on the head, man. That's really why I came here, the traditional linebacker. I got to meet Brian Urlacher a little bit earlier. I didn't meet Michael Singletary. I got to meet Buckets. I'm excited, this tradition here. Hopefully I can gain some wisdom to them, teach it to the young guys, and also apply it to myself and have fun and knock some heads, man.
Having fun, knocking heads, he does all those things. Going to continue the fun tonight. We'll toss it over to Lou Canellis right now. More guests coming from the orange carpet after this.
I wanted to see, he was the one guy that I was excited to see Danny Trevathan walking that orange carpet, Anthony, because we know how he dressed during the season last year. And Shea Pepler always had a chance to ask him about, the wardrobe he was carrying, the jewelry he was wearing. But he looks good. He looks a little bit more laid back tonight. Doesn't want to show up any of the Hall of Famers. All right. Lots more to go here on our Orange Carpet Show as we continue from the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, the Bears' 100-year celebration here on Fox 32 Chicago.
Just being able to be around the guys, these are historical figures. These are the guys on the wall we pass every day. Bears Hall of Famers, retired numbers, so on and so forth. So it's going to be a great opportunity just to pick their brains and just have an appreciation for the history and the legacy that has been built here.
Hi, this is Brian Urlacher, and I want to wish the Bears a happy 100th birthday.
What's up, y'all? I'm Marty. You know me. How can you forget this face? Number 83 in your programs, number 1 in your hearts. I just want to wish the Chicago Bears a happy 100th birthday. You guys are getting old. I guess it is historic.
Fans making their way inside the convention center, getting ready for tonight's festivities when we introduce 200 Chicago Bears, largest gathering of Bears ever in one place. Welcome back to our Orange Carpet Show here on Fox 32 Chicago. I'm Lou Canellis. Let's get it back down on the orange carpet to my partner, Anthony Herron.
I'm down here working hard, Lou, and to be joined by Chris Zords, one of the hardest working Bears defenders ever. It feels apropos to be able to talk to you on a night like this, Chris, because your collegiate career, your professional career, you've been around so much history. How would you describe the feeling tonight?
Well, honestly, I feel like a fan. I grew up in Chicago, so I watched 85 Bears. I mean, I remember the 83 Bears. I mean, I remember all that stuff. So having the opportunity to be here as a fan, but also as a player, is just a dream come true.
We're talking a bit about all the Hall of Famers who are going to be seen this evening. Is there anyone for you? You talk about feeling like a fan. Anyone you're especially excited to maybe meet for the first time?
Well, maybe not for the first time, but always seeing the Dick Butkus, for me, is great because we actually went to the same high school, from the Chicago area, so I just cannot wait to see him.
And Chicago specifically as a city, Bears are the only second franchise in NFL history that are celebrating their 100th. So right now, for you, it's got to be a really exciting night. And I'm told Sierra Santos actually has a special guest over there. Thanks for your time, Chris. We'll send it over to Sierra.
All right, thanks, Sam. Anthony, about all the living Hall of Famers were supposed to be here tonight. Of course, one of them came down with a little bit of a bug, and 130 alumni, including the entire 2019 roster, will also be here. But what's really cool is that it'll be about 10,000 fans, and this is what they can expect from this weekend.
The whole idea behind this was to create the ultimate Bears experience, right? And in order to do that, you need to have your players there, but you also have to have interactive aspects as well. So what we've put together is some unbelievable, we're calling them legacy panels, where you'll see Mike Singletary, Dick Butkus, and Brian Urlacher all on stage together talking about what it means to be a middle linebacker for the Chicago Bears.
There are exhibits in every corner. Fans will be able to create personalized jerseys in a mega merchandise store, watch Mitchell Trubisky get his beard trimmed up, play video games alongside avid gamer Kyle Long, and kids can run drills with Khalil Mack in the Bears end zone.
We want people to be moving throughout this venue throughout the weekend, and holy cow, look who's over there. That's so-and-so.
So if you've been trying to get that coveted selfie from a legend in the making or an 86 Super Bowl champ, this is the weekend to do it.
So to be able to bring the past and the present together, because that's how our fan base views the Chicago Bears, right? We celebrate the tradition, but we also look forward to what's coming in the future. And that's what the Bears 100, our 100th season, is all about.
Another one of the coolest things that you can check out is that there's the Fox Sports desk that's going to be used at this year's Super Bowl in Miami, which is, of course, where every Bears fan hopes that this team ends up this next year. Lou, let's go back to you on the stage.
All right, thank you very much, Sierra. Coming up after a quick timeout, the greatest Chicago Bear defensive player ever, Dick Butkus, joins us here on our Orange Carpet Show on Fox 32 Chicago.
Jim McMahon. Huh? He's a quarterback and on the Super Bowl team. So no, I'm looking forward to all of them. They're all great people and players, and the ones that the players and people that I have not met yet, and I haven't talked to him yet. So there'll be others too, and I'm really looking forward to us all being together, telling a bunch of stories.
Hi, this is Carlos Zambrano, and I want to wish a happy birthday to the Chicago Bears. So go Bears.
Hi, this is Tom Ricketts from the Chicago Cubs. I just want to wish the Chicago Bears a happy 100th birthday.
Hi, I'm Tim Anderson. Happy 100th anniversary to the Chicago Bears.
Bears chairman George McCaskey shaking hands with some of the fans outside of the Donald E. Stevens Convention Center in Rosemont, Illinois. Big night here at the Convention Center as we celebrate 100 years of Chicago Bears football, and what an honor. Mr. Chicago Bear Dick Butkus standing alongside, went to CVS, University of Illinois, played with the Chicago Bears, greatest NFL linebacker ever, in my opinion. And you just said to me, I cannot believe that line of Bears fans outside.
Well, I don't know why I should be surprised, if there's an event like this going on, and it's, with the 100 years, every Bear fan, and I know my son was telling he's got some guys coming up from Florida. So it's amazing, the fans of Chicago. And I get a kick out of these other guys that always say, oh, you know, Seattle's the greatest place to play for and all that. Jesus, give me a break, man.
You look great. You feel good?
Well, other than my neuropathy, I guess I shouldn't complain, you know, compared to some other guys. It's just my balance kind of is, it's not that good. You know, I can't do like a toe raise, but fortunately I have no pain or anything, and it's just been coming on for the last 3 years. So, but like I mentioned, you know, I've seen some other guys that are in pretty bad shape, and so I don't complain about it at all.
Yeah, one of those guys, a very good friend of yours, guy that you played with, Gail Sayers, who's fighting dementia right now. Gail is supposed to be here with his wife this weekend. It'll be an honor to see him, but I know you spent some serious, real good times with him a couple of years ago. You went to his home in Indiana.
Yeah, you know, we did this football life together, and some of the questions the director was asking him, he seemed to be getting a little bit confused and whatever, and you know, I couldn't figure it out. And then I went to his house, and he had, you know, this had advanced a little bit, so he didn't talk very much. He just, we visited with Artie there for about 4 or 5 hours, and I was about to leave, and was there with my wife Helen, and all of a sudden they said, we're going to go out to dinner, and I'm like, really? And so we went to dinner, and it was funny because there's a person there, a friend of Artie's, wanted to take a picture of us, and Gail wouldn't. He gave that look, you know, come on, Gail, smile. And he's like, whatever. So when we went outside to leave, you know, we asked for one more picture, and I put my arm around him, and you know, and then we took the picture, and he smiled. So I don't know. I just call him, what? I try to call like once a month or whatever. So the last time I called was the day before his birthday on Memorial Day. So he was out working out. I guess Artie was saying that he likes to work out and as a trainer. And so they had come back, and she says, well, hold on now. I'm going to put you on the speaker. And I'm like, on the speaker? And so, all right, he's listening, you know, and I said, well, all right, hey, Gail, you know, I'm catching up to you, man. You're getting older and this and that. And then I heard like a little reaction, and he I guess he recognized the voice. And
it's a beautiful story.
Blew me away. And she says, did you hear him? Did you hear him? You know, he recognized it. He smiled, and I'm like, oh, geez. Give me chills.
Top 100 Bears. Walter Payton 1, Dick Butkus 2.
Yeah.
Are you honored?
Oh, of course. I mean, you know, how can I not be? You know, it's quite an honor, and you know, having been born and raised and play here, and allowing, you know, my parents to see me play almost every game I played. In fact, we were touring my old house on the south side yesterday on 103rd Street, which is, you know, but it was funny. I had my two brothers, Ronnie and Donnie, was with me, and we're arguing about where everybody slept, and you know, and there's a cement mixer engine buried in the ground there that my brother took for some, you know, it was crazy. We had a lot of fun yesterday. So, yes, it is an honor, and I feel very proud and humbled.
An honor to talk to you. Great to see you, Dick.
All right, buddy. Take care. You take care.
Dick Butkus joining us. Let's get it over to Anthony.
I'm here with Bears coach Matt Nagy. It feels like you're the man of the night, but there's so many men of the night on a historic evening like this. And for you, it's not like you grew up here in Chicago, but your second year as the Bears head coach, you were just telling me, you try to impart some of this history of this great franchise to the players.
Yeah, it's too important. This is such a special night, and it's great to be, you know, such a part of it with all these, you know, great players, and you know, in the future, coming up here, the past, and there's going to be a lot of stories told tonight. So I'm excited just to be a part of it, tell some stories, hear some stories, and just with all these great fans, it's going to be awesome.
And the Bears now being back, you know, after the season you guys had last year, the level of excitement in the city about the current team, how do you mesh the history with what's happening right now and how special you guys have it going?
Well, there's so much history to this organization, and I think for our guys just to understand that we want to create our own team, you know, and everybody hears about the '85 Bears, and we still show clips of this. You know, we did it this morning. We showed just the dominance of that team, and how much fun the city had backing them. And so we feel like we have a great unit that we put together, great people, great coaches, great players, great organization. So before you know it, it'll be September. We'll be rocking and rolling.
And the 85 Bears were known for a lot of the personalities they had on there. And you are becoming renowned around the league for allowing your players to show some of their colorful nature, too. Where did that get instilled in you? That's
where always, if you go back to me being a kid growing up, I've always been that way. And I just think it's so important to have fun, enjoy what you do. And for me, I was like that way as a player. And now I'm a coach, so I get to have a little bit of a say in how we want to do things. And when you let people just let their personality show, I think it brings the best out of them, and it not only it makes them better players, but it makes us a better team.
One of the special stories in the National Football League, this man right here. Fun night, historic evening, Matt Nagy. We're looking forward to what else comes here on the orange carpet. Lou, we'll send it back over to you.
Yeah, the NFL Coach of the Year. I know he's excited to sit and talk to Jim McMahon, Nagy being a former quarterback himself. Coming up after a quick break, George McCaskey and Ted Phillips as we continue with our Orange Carpet Show here on Fox 32 Chicago.
He loved playing for the Chicago Bears, honestly. I mean, I think the city fit the kind of personality that Walter had and the person he was. And when I think about the love that we get every day just from the love of Walter, I know that being here and being drafted by #1 by the Bears was the right thing for Walter. And I think he will be humbled by this whole 100-year celebration.
Well, it's been a real pleasure to be a part of the Bears organization, and now it's turned 100 for this anniversary. Wish the Bears the best. I hope there's another Super Bowl team coming in the near future, and I look forward to participating this weekend.
Hey, I'm Tom Thayer from the 85 Chicago Bears, one of the greatest teams in the history of the NFL. I'm glad to be a part of the 100-year celebration of the Chicago Bears.
Hey, I'm Matt Forte. I'd like to wish the Bears a happy 100th anniversary.
There's a live look inside the Rosemont Convention Center. Richard Dent, the Hall of Famer, making his way through with his gold jacket from the Hall of Fame. Welcome back to our Orange Carpet Show here on Fox 32 Chicago. I'm Lou Canellis, and alongside the president of the Bears, Ted Phillips, and the chairman, George McCaskey. And before I get into the question, I know you have a bone to pick with me.
Yeah, I got a beef. I don't know who that last guy is you had a live interview with, but you kept the president and CEO of the charter franchise of the National Football League waiting all this time. Now,
help me with this abuse.
Well,
Lou.
Who is that guy? He looks familiar.
I've never seen him before.
With a Hall of Famer.
Get on the football field with him. He'll remind you who he is.
Yeah, I saw him live, and I've seen the video since. The guy was one of the all-time greats.
Boy, could he hit hard. All right. Thank you for the invite to one heck of a party so far.
Yeah, this has been great. We saw the line of people down River Road. We saw the line of people coming in from the garage. We saw the people in the lobby here along the orange carpet. It's just been unbelievable. This is the kind of support that Bears fans have for their team, and it's very humbling, it's very gratifying, and very exciting to see.
I know for you, Ted, I mean, born in New York, raised in New Hampshire, but a Notre Dame guy, 36 years with this organization now, one of 4 presidents that have been part of the Chicago Bears. Great, Laura. What does this mean to you? I mean, you've been around for a while. You've seen a lot.
Yeah, driving down here, Lou, I just kind of took a deep breath, and I started thinking about how grateful, how thankful I am for the opportunities, for the kind of people I've met, the support I've gotten. It's just been incredible to think that I've been part of the Bears for over a third of their entire existence. It's just so gratifying. I can't even put it in words.
I know that you got hired in October, and I believe George Halas, Coach Halas, passed away in September. So you were around for about a month when he was alive?
I was around for about a month. I only had an opportunity to shake hands with him once because he was sick. But when I think about him and I think about the times I've spent with Ed and Virginia McCaskey and all the McCaskey family, I think I've learned a little bit about George Halas. I'd like to think that the ability to take risks and make tough decisions and do everything with passion and for the good of the team are some of the features that I think I've brought to the table that hopefully he would be proud of.
George, what would your grandfather say if he saw this this exhibition of Bears fandom today?
I don't think he'd be surprised at all because there was that great support when he was patrolling the sidelines for the Bears. We have a photo of Coach Hallis in his navy and orange sideline jacket, and he's gesturing wildly at the officials, and everybody in the background of the photo at Wrigley Field is watching Coach Hallis. You know, they knew that he was a show out there, and I think he had a keen appreciation for Bears fans.
Yeah, he'd be having one heck of a time here with all these Bears fans. Guys, thanks so much. Congratulations, and thanks for allowing us to be part of it.
Thank you, Lou. Glad you're a part of it, too.
Go Bears.
Go Bears. All right, let's get it over to Sierra Santos.
All right, thanks, Lou. I'm here with Prince and Mukamara, who just walked the orange carpet. And Prince, you keep on being like, oh, man, there's so-and-so, that's so-and-so. Who are you most looking forward to meeting this weekend?
Yeah, I would say number one would have to be Mike Singletary. I've followed him all of my career, even when he was a coach at the Niners. And then after meeting him in person and then coming to the Bears and knowing that he plays for the Bears and seeing his number retired and just knowing what he stands for, he encourages me and excites me. So it would be great to shake his hand.
When you look back at the history of this team, this rich legacy, what excites you the most about being here tonight?
I would say just being here, being part of history, and just knowing that this probably won't ever happen again. And this organization, the Bears family, they're just special. Just how they run their business and how they care about their players. So just supporting them by being here at this event has been huge.
Now, there's going to be a lot of team interaction with fans. I know you're doing a panel. What is your panel? Who are you talking with?
So, yeah, I think it's going to be a couple of us. It's going to be me, Kyle Fuller, Akeem Hicks, Danny Trevathan. I think it's going to be maybe Trubisky. And, yeah, so we're going to have a panel. And then we're going to be signing some autographs, which is always fun. You get to interact with fans. And I'm sure they have a lot of historical stuff that they're going to want us to sign. So, yeah, and I would say, like you asked me who else am I excited to meet, I would say just the fans. I mean, like you told me there was a lot lining up. It almost feels like game day here, and so it's going to be exciting to see them, and I'm sure they have stories of watching Richard Dent or watching the 85 Bears, whom gets talked about a lot and very well deserved also.
All right, so that panel is on Sunday, so you're going to come and see Prince and Mitch and everybody on Sunday. For now, let's go ahead and send it back to you over on the stage, Lou.
All right, thank you very much, Sarah. I love Prince. I can't wait to see him to roam that defensive backfield this year with Clinton Dix and Kyle Fuller and the rest of the guys. All right, we need to take a quick timeout. When we come back, the GM of the Bears, the man who has built this team that won the NFC North last season and is going hopefully to a Super Bowl this year. Ryan Pace joins us, and Mitchell Trubisky. Keep it right here on Fox 32 Chicago.
So there was a trivia question that it's not true anymore, but just a few years ago, the trivia question, which existing stadium has hosted the most NFL games? And for many years, it was Wrigley Field. So we have a long relationship with the Bears. I like the McCaskey family very much. I think they do their best and do a great job. It was great to see the team last year. Disappointing finish, obviously, but, you know, they're building.
And we are back live from the orange carpet here on Fox 32 News, and I am joined by the not-so-punky QB himself, Mitch Trubisky. We were just sharing a moment ago that you have yet to meet Jim McMahon in person, but you're going to see him a couple of times this weekend. You're pretty excited about it.
I'm very excited. I can't wait to meet Jim. Hopefully I run into him soon and hopefully swap some good stories. So I can't wait to meet him and hear what he's got to say.
And you're getting to sort of develop more and more of your own stories as the Bears quarterback. And you grew up rooting for another historic franchise in a different city, but now, do you feel as comfortable as you've ever felt as the Bears quarterback?
Yeah, this is home, and I'm very blessed that I came to this franchise and be a part of history. And tonight, it's all about just meeting all those players that have built this great franchise and been a part of that. So it's going to be a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to it.
And this evening, in a way, it sort of dovetails nicely off of the success that you guys had last year. Does it almost feel like you don't have a gold jacket yet or anything, but does it feel like this team right now with the Bears now belongs amongst some of these other historic teams here?
I think we got a lot of work to do, but I think you could just feel the excitement in Chicago with everybody coming back tonight, all the former players, alumni, and the excitement coming off of last season and this being the 100th season. Just so much history and the excitement, the fans, there's a line all the way down the street, and you can feel it. It's electric, and as players, we can't wait to get ready to roll this season.
And with as much time as you spend with your teammates, some of the other skill position guys you get to throw throughout the season, knowing this was coming throughout the offseason, was there any particular historic bear that a lot of the guys were really excited to see here?
I know the quarterbacks were excited to meet Jim McMahon, Brian Urlacher, and all the guys coming back. And mostly you want to look at the position and guys you looked up to growing up. So it's like a big family reunion, it feels like, and a bunch of people that we haven't met before. But wearing this uniform and being in Chicago, we can't meet to everybody and just have a good time, swap stories, and share this weekend, because it's probably only going to happen once, and this is one of a kind, and it's going to be very special.
Well, it's been special to watch you so far. Mitch, enjoy the night. Lou, the history of this great franchise on display right here.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony. And the man who drafted Mitchell Trubisky, Ryan Pace, GM, standing alongside. You were sharing a story with me about when you went to go meet Mitchell Trubisky before you drafted him. Share it with the audience.
Yeah, it made me think of it when we walked up and saw McMahon out here. So we're trying to be discreet at North Carolina, as we meet with Mitch. And so we had him set up the restaurant reservation. So we walk into that restaurant that night in Chapel Hill, and Mitch put the name down as James McMahon was the reservation we walked into. So we thought that was pretty cool. Yeah.
How cool is it for you, Ryan? I mean, you grew up in Dallas, went to Eastern Illinois and Charleston, and today you are standing on stage here with me as general manager of the Chicago Bears, an organization celebrating its 100th anniversary.
It's pretty cool. I mean, going to college in Illinois, I obviously realized the significance of the Bears to the entire region, really. And then as you walk through tonight and you see all these great players and our history, the McCaskey family, you just feel so fortunate and so proud, about our history and then about where we are now. And it's all about the people we work with, and we got a lot of great people in the building, starting with our head coach, and it trickles down, great staff, and a great locker room right now. And the chemistry, the culture, all that's really dialed in, and that feels good.
I was going to say, you feel great about what's about to come in September when this season kicks off.
I think you can just feel it. When you have those things dialed in, and your culture and your chemistry. And I think as evaluators, we're very conscious on who we bring into our building because of that, because it's so delicate. And feels good right now. We know we have a lot of work to do, but I think we're definitely heading in the right direction.
You're a man who knows great talent. As I send you off, I know that you never have enough depth. I saw Fensick earlier. This guy can still play. You were the pro scout for the Saints back in 2006. You scouted enough guys. If you need him, I'd offer him a deal.
I mean, looking at him, I think he can still play. So
he can cover still.
I agree, and I think the cool thing about Chuck Pagano is he's got a lot of packages, so I'm sure we can come up with a couple packages to fit him in.
Love it. Great to see you. Thanks for stopping by.
Thanks, Lou. Appreciate it, man.
All right, Ryan Pace joining us here on our Orange Carpet Show as we continue live from Rosemont here on Fox 32 Chicago.
I'm Dan Pompei with The Athletic, longtime Chicago sports writer. I'd like to wish the Chicago Bears, Virginia McCaskey, the McCaskey family, and all the players a happy anniversary. What a wonderful accomplishment to make it 100 years, and you've lifted a city and so many people in it for many, many years. Thank you.
I'm Don Pearson. I used to work for the Chicago Tribune and covered the Bears for many, many years, more than I'd like to remember. And I wish everybody involved with the Bears, former players, and the McCaskey family a happy anniversary.
Yo, what's up? How you guys doing? It's your boy Aries Spears right now. I want to wish the Bears their 100th birthday. If I'm being honest, you might not be my team, but you're America's team. Forget that whole Dallas thing.
Hey everybody, it's Leslie Jordan who plays Sid on the Cool Kids. The Bears are 100 years old. Whoop, 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 whoop.
Chicago Bears, happy 100-year anniversary.
Love Johnny Knox. Speaking of wide receivers, let's get it over to Sierra, who's standing by with one of the Bears' best this year, Ellen Robinson.
All right, A-Rob, we were just talking about how crazy it is to see all these players in one room. What's crazier, that line of fans down the block or all these legends here?
I would probably say the fans. You know what I mean? Seeing the fans come in, I mean, it was like literally like a stampede of fans. Like, I mean, I couldn't see, like, past any of them. It was like they were just, like, continuous. So I would say that, you know, I mean, it's pretty cool seeing all the former Bears players as well, though.
Now we're celebrating 100 years tonight with the opening ceremony. What is it like playing for such a storied franchise?
I think it means a lot, you know, especially coming from like a different franchise, you know, who, I mean, and I think 2015 had just celebrated their 20 or 25th, you know, so, I mean, to see 100 years with one franchise, I think that's pretty special and also pretty remarkable, you know, just to know as far as what all has come with it, you know. Again, I mean, 100 years is a long time to be such a storied and good franchise.
Is there anyone that you would be starstruck meeting?
I don't know about starstruck, you know, but I was looking forward to meeting Brian Urlacher. You know, it'd be cool talking to Devin Hester, you know, Johnny Knox and some of the other guys who have played here and lived here and stuff like that. So that'd be fun.
Well, I like that you went and expressed your own individual style tonight. I know you guys could wear pretty much whatever you wanted as long as it was kind of a travel look, right?
I would say like business casual. You know, I try to just rock the blazer, throw on some jeans so I'll be comfortable and some loafers to be comfortable.
Well, it wouldn't be complete without the chain. All right, let's go over to Anthony. That's over on the orange carpet.
And I'm joined by Zach Miller. You've quickly become one of the most beloved athletes in Chicago sports. What is it like when you come back to the city and you get to be around Bears fans?
I love it. Just a special place in the city of Chicago, and the people of Chicago hold a special place in my heart, so I love being back here.
And on a night like tonight, where there's so much past, present, in some ways future Bears history on display here, for you with the perspective you've been able to have with how your career ended up coming to a close, what are some of the things you try to share with the younger guys?
Just how special this franchise is, really how special the family is and the organization is, how they handle things, and really kind of, you know, for guys that are coming into this new, this is a cool event for them to see what this city is like and how they embrace us, and really what we can bring, you know, to them. So they deserve a good football team and a winner, and that's what we're going to give them.
All right, really fun stuff from Zach Miller. Lou, we'll send it over to you. Close things out here.
All right, thank you very much, Anthony. I'm standing alongside the Colonel, Richard Dent. Good to see you. You look great.
My pleasure. Nice to see you too there, Papa. They're calling you Papa now.
Yeah, Papa, exactly. Thank you very much. Beautiful. What does it mean to be part of this? I mean, Butkus, Ditka, Hampton.
Yeah, I mean, this is, you know, for Chicago, you know, when you see the people out here, it's outrageous. You just tell you the people how much the people love this game and also love the players that played the game. You know, Chicago is one of the teams that founded football. To play football in this city, you know, it's just remarkable. And to get a chance to see some of the guys with some of the stuff we used to do, you know, you're nice to them. I don't miss the game. I miss the guys in the locker room, because those guys, when you go to war with, they're your brothers for life.
The Sackmaster, Richard Dent, showing up. Good to see you, babe.
You too, babe.
All right, Richard Dent joining us here on the Orange Carpet Show. Special thanks to Anthony Herron, Sierra Santos, and all the players that joined us, the Bears PR department. That was terrific as well. For everyone, I'm Lou Canellis, the Colonel, Richard Dent. Thanks for watching here on Fox 32 Chicago.